Yo, what's going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped back from the OPTC video, and in today's video, we're taking a look at the new Monkey D. Dragon, Ivankov, and Kumar over in some PvP, seeing how he rocks and see how he rolls for the final exclusive legend for the 11th anniversary, being the anniversary exclusive for the Kizuna. So, Dragon kind of came out of left field. We weren't really expecting the characters to drop, as we sort of had a bunch of Super Sugos, regular legends, exclusive characters, and then all of a sudden they threw a curveball and said, hey, here's Dragon. And honestly, the character's pretty underwhelming, and the banner definitely is very underwhelming. But over in PvP, he did seem to spark my interest just a little bit. Mainly because he buffs free spirit teams, and I'm always a sucker for a free spirit team. He buffs cerebral teams that definitely needed help, and he's special and super special is actually pretty goddamn strong. He has a 20% rollback on the enemy for all enemies, and then targets your entire team for a 20% cooldown, which is very, very strong. And then if you have any Revolutionary Army characters on the team, he gives them a 100% chance to haste. Now, the problem with this is that there isn't that many Revolutionary Army characters that go on either the Free Spirit team or on the Cerebral team. On the Cerebral team, like, there are quite a few. You have Sabo, you have Robert and Koala. We're going to have the new Sabo and Koala soon. So you do have a little bit of a selection there. And then over on Free Spirit, you have Morley and Karasu. But for the actual main team comp, like, as you can see here, we have no Revolutionary Army characters besides Dragon himself. So you're just giving the haste to yourself, which you've already used your special, so it doesn't really work all that nicely. So yeah, just a bit of a downside there that we don't have too many good characters that kind of work alongside him. But as for a character, if you have 8 Free Spirit or Cerebral characters on the team, you get a level 6 defense drop to the entire team, in terms of your enemy team. And then you just have some really good bulk for your particular team. You have a super special as well, which works very, very nicely if you get them to level in rank 5. At level in rank 5, they do a 40% rollback on the entire crew. They give you a 40% cooldown reduction, and then everyone just gets haste, which is ridiculously strong. Like a 40% cooldown and then having everyone get haste is just absolutely phenomenal. On top of that, you do damage as well, so very, very powerful stuff when you see Dragon super special go off. However, it's pretty hard to get. It's not something you're going to see all that much. And on top of that, level in rank 5 Dragon, it's probably something you're not going to see until, like, I don't know, the 11.5 anniversary when this character actually comes back. So, bit of a downside in that regard. But overall, like, what the character brings to the Free Spirit team, to the Cerebral team, is very, very strong. And in today's video, we're pretty much just going to showcase him on the Free Spirit team, because that's kind of where he's going to shine most. Alright, so we're going to dive into the Pika challenge now. We're basically just going to take on some of the challenge fights in today's video. It gives us a little bit of a good ground at sort of showcasing how these characters perform. And obviously without a championship on right now, I don't really want to be spamming gems over in PvP, unless obviously it's either Super Rumble or PvP. But with their passive, they give some very, very nice buffs: HP, speed, and attack level 6. You do need to have 8 Cerebral or Free Spirit characters on the team to get all the functionality of their passive, especially that level 6 defensive drop, which is actually very, very powerful when you are rocking characters that do damage that don't bypass defense. It's probably going to showcase a little bit more on the Cerebral team with characters like Lilith and Vega Force, with the new Sabo Koala, who could probably get run over here on the Free Spirit team. I believe they're a Free Spirit Cerebral booster. With characters like that, they kind of rely on low defense. One of the downsides to the Free Spirit team is without Bizarro, like, you don't have another character that can kind of halve defense, which is going to drastically affect your damage output, and that's where you kind of need Luffy to come. With the Waifu 6+, their super special, the Roger Relicaban super special, it's all very, very powerful, and those two characters kind of can't be replaced either. So, like I said, it's going to be very, very hard to find Revolutionary Army characters that will sort of fit onto the Free Spirit team. Cerebral team, like I said, I can definitely see it, but the Cerebral team is just not there right now. It needs a lot of help, and it's getting steps in the right direction, but the whole team sort of just doesn't function all that nicely. You have a lot of options for Cerebral, but they're just not ones that are kind of breaking the meta, and that's a big downside to Dragon. He kind of just gets thrown into that kit of just very powerful characters that aren't really defining the meta for either Cerebral or Free Spirit. Sanji, the Rush Sanji, is kind of just like a great substitute character for Dragon if you guys are missing Dragon, and if you guys are skipping the banner, because obviously a lot of people are summoning over on the Super Sugo banners, which is completely understandable, and honestly something that I would recommend doing rather than summoning on Dragon's banner. You just have other characters you could just put in his spot. Like I said, Rush Sanji is a fantastic option. Hell, you could run the Odin Kinemon Dendro is a fantastic shout. You could easily move Sentomaru in the front. You could move Kuma in the front. Not Kuma, Kuzen in the front. So you have some very good options there. As for my original Free Spirit team, I used to run Sanji in this particular slot where Dragon is, and then I would actually use Kuma on the bench. Something about the Dragon unit is because you have Kuma in the name, you lose access to PvP Kuma. Now, for the teams that Dragon and Ivankov and Kuma would go on, it's not that big of a downside. Like, for this team, I was just using Kuma as like a backline bench nuker. But at the same time, PvP Kuma is probably, if not arguably, the best PvP character in the entire game. So losing that particular character as a backhand nuker because you are running this character, it does hold the team back just a little bit. It's not like detrimental, but it's definitely something worth noting that you are losing out on just someone that you can just throw on the end of a team and just go absolutely ballistic with. Lucky for us, we do have Santa Sonia, who can easily find a home on this team because we have Boa in the front lines thanks to the Waifu 6+ unit. And obviously, with the need of 8 Free Spirit or Cerebral characters, it's kind of a must bring. You just have to bring like another very good Free Spirit character, and Santa Sonia is just probably the next best thing. Kuzen, obviously Free Spirit shooter, he works very well. You can probably run some of the Straw Hat characters like the Jinbei or the Robin from the Kizuna Record batch. That's definitely another really good option for the back end of the team. But again, huge downside to Dragon, Ivankov, and Kuma is that you have to bring the 8 Free Spirit and Cerebral characters, so you can't really do anything funky with your bench. As for the super special of the character, once you get them to level in rank 5, they actually only need to take 2 specials, but if you have them at level in rank 1, like 99.9% of the game will actually have, you will be looking at needing to take 3 specials. And this is what I was saying earlier, where you realistically won't see the super special of Dragon all that much. And that's purely because you need to take 3 specials. Any character that has to take 3 specials for their super special immediately is just 1,000 times worse than any character that needs to take 2. So whilst their super special is very good, it's just something you're not going to see unless you have the level in rank 5, where it goes down to 2 specials, and then you get the 40% rollback and the 40% reduction. As for level in rank 1, they have a 30% reduction and a 30% rollback, plus they still get the Revolution Army characters at 100% haste. But again, just finding characters that are going to go on the team for Revolution Army, it's going to be harder to find those characters than it is to just sort of put together a fantastic team that already exists and sort of just run it that way. But overall, I don't think Dragon's bad by all means, but again, I think he falls into that category of just another very good character on teams that either don't need him or just aren't a cognitive force in the meta. But that's not to say that further down the line, when we get more Revolution Army characters or get other pieces of the puzzle that make, say, the Cerebral team just absolutely god tier, that this character won't have a fantastic home over there. But until we get those more Revolution Army characters, this character is sort of just another character that just sort of does very well over in the meta. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. While you're down there, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff. Most importantly, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, thank you all for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one. Let's... Okay, wait. This little revive of Luffy is just actually causing problems. Thought this fight was going to end way sooner than it did, but look, there we go. Loads!